Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Roadblock here. Kind of a big switch on the plan for the account. Um, so let me get you filled in here. If we go to champions and we take a look, you will see that Selenia Nightcloak is geared up. She's level 40. I ascended her to 4 stars. I also ascended my Spirit Host to 4 stars, and then I basically ran Clan Boss with both of them. Um, I just did it on hard, and I had significantly more, like we're talking millions more, with Spirit Host on the team versus Selenia Nightcloak being on the team. I think I may have overestimated a little bit about the power of HP burn that she would be bringing, and ultimately giving the increased attack to the rest of my team was more beneficial to me than it was to drop that and bring in Selenia Nightcloak. And the damage that she did was so minimal compared to anybody else on the team. Now, granted, she's competing with people who have masteries, so theoretically, if she was fully mastered, she would do more than um, Apothecary. But I decide, it was like I just don't know if she's the right champion. And there's a better champion, I think, that I could use. So I kind of forgot about her, to be honest. But if we go to the fusion, um, I remember many episodes ago we were talking about these rares, and I got so hyped up for this HP burner, and then I read this kit, and I was like, wait, this is better. And for some reason, I then completely forgot that I said this was better. But we bring decrease attack. That's gonna, it's the weak version, but it's gonna give us more turns against clan boss. Poison sensitivity, which is gonna mean that the poisons from Petrify are gonna do more damage, but also the poisons from Kale are gonna do more damage. The decreased defense isn't really a factor, to be honest, because we always have that up from our deacon. So, but I do think that Petrify will be a significant increase to my damage on clan boss, and also I think Petrify takes still what 12 books. That's five, 14 books. Selenia takes a lot of books. No, I'm not trying to sacrifice her. I'm trying to view her. Okay. Uh, she's a high elf too. All right, so Selenia. Okay, it's about the same amount of books. All right, no big deal. Now Selenia is a void, so there is value there. I do think it's a champion I'm going to keep on the account. There's definitely areas where I could use her. She would be really strong for Frostbiter when I'm progressing through Doom Tower, normal, right? So we should keep that in mind. Keep her on there because I just don't have another HP burner. But putting her side by side with an increased attack champion, it wasn't matching up with what I wanted out of my team. So ultimately decided not to take her further and just stick with the current team that I have. Um, I do think she would do a lot more damage if she was fully, level 60 and ascended and fully mastered. But it's just you could make the same argument for Spirit Host. If she's bringing in War Master procs, she's going to be doing extra damage as well, and then still bringing that increased attack to where my whole team is doing more damage. So give and take. We also have coming up this weekend a 2x Ancients where I'm going to be pulling 44 Ancients at this moment. Probably going to be closer to 50, hopefully, by the time, we get through to the weekend. So instead, I pivoted and I got a bunch of missions done that I've been holding off on. So we are now almost completely done with part 2, which will get me another Sacred Shard. So that's great for the account. All I have to do is fuse Justicar. Well, for good news is I saved several of the rares that I would want for Justicar, except for Eris. And Spirit Host. I ended up using both of them, and instead of saving their copies, I used them as books or food, and didn't realize I thought I had saved copies in the vault, but I went and farmed them. You can farm them from campaign, and so for the fusion for Justicar, Um, they're almost all ready to go. All I have to do is ascend the heiress. So we'll do that part right now. Where's the 30 heiress? We ascend her. All right. Fully ascended. So now we come in here, we go to the fusion. I don't know why I keep clicking that. The reason they're locked is so I wouldn't accidentally use any of them as food. Excuse me. And then we fuse Justicar. There's really no sound effect for that? That's a little disappointing. Alright. And so that mission's done. We get a bunch of gems. We get a Sacred Shard. And now we're already into the next stage of the missions. We already have rank 6. Ice Golem, stage 10 of Ice Golem, 10 times on auto. Normal or hard. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty easy. Equip a champion with 6 level 16 artifacts. That's easy to do. Um, so yeah, we'll be making progress now on the missions. Where so this is that's these aren't that won't be too hard. It'll probably take a little while to get it to proc, but it won't be too hard. Dragon's Lair, potions. A lot of these we already have done. Minotaur 10 times, that's easy. Ice Golem, stage 10 or higher. 5 or 6 star artifacts. These are the harder ones because they're not only do I have to that's the harder one, yeah, because not only do I have to earn artifacts, but they have to be 5 or 6 star, which a lot of what I'm getting is still it's usually a 4 to 6 star right now with the difficulty that I'm on. And then I need to get 10 of them. That's pretty hefty. That's probably going to be a slow point for me. Um this can go down over a couple of days. Um that one is going to cost a lot of silver, but I'm hopefully going to be able to get enough gear to make it happen. But yeah, we should be able to blow through quite a few of the missions here. And get that much closer to 2 legendary books, but of course Arbiter is the ultimate goal, right? So um cool. Now, as far as Justicar, no intention of using him. And that's the other thing that I want to talk about too with my decision making behind not going all in on Selenia. I'm a little too deep in the rares right now, I feel like. If we look at my roster, as far as my 6 stars, we have 1 epic, 2 rares, and that's it. The argument could be, oh, why don't you 6-star Sun Wukong? Sun Wukong will definitely get 6-starred. I'm sure a lot of you are like, what are you, crazy? He's a legendary. He's so good. Absolutely right. He is so good. He hits hard. He's great. He's just not what I need for my plans and my account right this second. Now, once I'm able to get, I really want, what I really want to do is get to about a 4 key on Nightmare. That's my goal. I want to push towards a 4 key on Nightmare. Um, and that sounds crazy, or it might sound difficult, but if we look, I'm I'm getting there. It's taking time. I'm progressing. I'm getting there. It depends on what champions I pull this coming weekend. If I can get some really good epics, those can make a really big difference for me going into um, clan boss. And I'm talking about a killable team here. If I can get an ally protector or a big shield champion, um, that or like a rector draft that's going to give me damage mitigation, somebody that can bring decrease attack as well. These are all things that are going to bring value for me to keep my team alive, and that's important. So that I can just bring that damage, that heavy, hard hitting damage. We might get a legendary. I never bank on that, but it is a possibility. But there are also some extremely strong epics out there that we could really take advantage of, um, and make some real progress on clan boss. So That's my goal. I really want to try and get a nightmare team going. Once I have that in place, or I have my team of 5 set. My team of 5 isn't set. Spirit Host is a placeholder. She's there because I don't have another option for my clan boss team. How far am I from a key? I'm pretty far. Um, so if we look at my team on Brutal, so they did 6 million on that key. Um, and I used the wrong Spirit Host. I was so mad, guys. That's the one that I had ascended. I realized after, I was like, why did my keys damage go down so far? I used to do so much more damage than that. I used the wrong Spirit Host. She did 0 damage. She died right away. Um, which, I'm silly, right? But um, if we can get to a point where we could 4 key this chest, um, will be pretty set. And I think the team is mostly set. I'd love to find a replacement for Sun Wukong. The only reason Sun Wukong's in there is because he has Brimstone, which I would absolutely change him over to a different um, blessing as soon as I get another champion that could take his spot. Now, I don't know what champion that might be. There's a lot, could it be another legendary? Could it be um, an epic, like that would bring like decreased attack and poisons or something. I don't know. And honestly, I haven't like gone around and looked and given it too much thought as to like what epics I would really want. Um, but I definitely want to, you know, these two are going to get replaced at some point. Now, like I said, when I did my trial runs on hard and I subbed out Spirit Host and I subbed out and then I put in Selenia. And if Selenia did more damage than Sun Wukong, Selenia would be in. But because she did less damage than Sun Wukong, he still stays in. And then the team did less damage with her in versus Spirit Host. So, um, and at that time I used the right Spirit Host. Don't you worry, I can show you the right Spirit Host. Oh, that's the Selenia team right there. I think I did the Spirit Host team first. So Spirit Host team did 10 million. Selenia team did about 7 million. All right, it was like 9 and then 7 million, so it ended up equaling 17. But they were different enough that I was like, okay, no, I can't keep this. Um, and so that's why I'm sticking with the Spirit Host team for now until I can find something better. But I am excited about Friday. A couple of other interesting things going on. There's something. Oh, the tournament coming up. Now I know there's one of these that I don't like, and I don't remember which one it is. Um, I think it's the Soul Chase. That being said, on my main account, I save up a lot of souls and resources for pulling during one of the events. The Soul Chase one is the one that is frustrating because I can't guarantee um that I'm gonna hit the events, right? I could pull a bunch of like weak shards. Uh so I'm gonna look at the rewards before I do it on my main account. But on this account, I've been saving these up, waiting to pull, not like saving them up. It's just double dipping, right? Being efficient with my resources. That's my motto here. Not everyone plays the same way. A lot of people play YOLO. They just pull all their shards as they get them. That's fine too. If that's the route that you want to go, do it up. But for me, I want to be very efficient. I want to double dip whenever possible. So in this case, I get to double dip. Also, I think in the um, the Bambus fusion. So this weekend on Friday, there is a champion chase tournament. So being able to pull shards during both a champion chase and a 2x event is very, very strong for my account. I'm going to have a large chance of getting epics, and I'm going to get additional rewards from the event. So that's going to be double dipping, or you could even argue triple dipping. Um, So excited about that. Excited to be finally able to pull these souls. The only souls that I have right now are um, when did I get the Mighty Uko soul? I don't even remember getting that one, to be honest. But the only souls that I have right now, I have a 1-star soul for Kale, and then a 1-star soul for Sun Wukong, and I bought those from the shop. So it's going to be a big shift once if I imagine getting like a 3-star Deacon or even a 3-star Kale, like that's going to boost some points up and things like that. So excited about what I could pull, and of course it's soul stones. So for those of you that don't know, that haven't had like a lot of time in the game, soul stones suck. Like you pull them and you're gonna get champions that you're never gonna use. I have my wish list ready to go. We could probably change. No, I think I can keep Eris. Yeah, we'll keep Eris. For epic, we only want Deacon. And then legendary Sun Wukong. So, um, and yeah, we'll pull those tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. Justicar's food. Um, his kit isn't really anything that I would need. I don't need a taunter. He's attack and defense based, which is kind of cool, but not really anything that I'm in super need of. So, I'm just gonna feed him, and that's pretty much everything going on the account. Really excited to be progressing through the missions. I'll be able to do this quest. I'm a little low on energy. I've used up all my energy that I would get for the day. So, um, where is it? Advanced quest. That's what I'm looking for. So yeah, you'll see. This one was for energy right here. So I did do that one, um, and was able. So I won't have the energy to get this mission done, but this will be done probably first thing in the morning. Upgrading some artifacts. Um, I'm pretty okay. Someone has more 16s than one, two, three. Does somebody else have 16? Am I crazy? I might be crazy. Equip a champion with 6 level 16 artifacts. 4 out of 6. Does it count this? Yeah, it has to. 1, 2, 3, 4. No one else has any better items than that. So, that's kind of cool. So I'll probably be able to 6-star these two, and that would actually do it. So I could do it now because it would count. You can see it's currently counting even though I'm not on the mission, but I will wait until that mission time comes. And there might even be, I haven't looked, but there might be an artifact event coming up soon too, so I might be able to double dip during that. So anyways, I don't want to ramble on like I normally do, but I just wanted to give you guys an update and also, call out the fact that I'm pivoting. Oh, there is one last thing that I did forget to mention. I did 5-star my Armiger. So one of the missions that I completed to get those missions done was to ascend a champion to 5 stars. So it came down. Eris was already ascended. Sun Wukong is too expensive to ascend. So it came down between Armiger, Selenia, or Spirit Host. And Armiger, I'm definitely going to use. I'm on the fence about Selenia, and Spirit Host will be food as soon as I find a viable replacement. Um, so Armiger made the cut because I still use Armiger on my main account. So, I don't really have the gear to get him as strong as I would like to get him on this account. Um, but as time goes on and I acquire more gear, if I can find stuff that has crit rate on it, I'll be able to get him crit rate on his gloves and get him able to reduce turn meter more often. So we want him high speed, crit capped, high speed with accuracy so that he can reduce turn meter of bosses that can be turn meter reduced and get some real value out of him. So, but anyways, that's going to be the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys for all of the support. My views are way up. My likes are up. Comments are up. You guys are really making me feel welcome and wanted in the raid content creation space. So I'm very, very thankful for that. And if you guys keep on wanting them and watching them, I'll keep making videos. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.